for it to actually
I don't have any
be a
notes,
thing.
so
we're just gonna have to wing this one.
wait, big movements. Remember, we're gonna try to figure out when things started.
We burned everything.
I bet. See, look, it started when I wasn't even here.
How?
Yeah, look at that. People could see it before I even got here.
Did you guys?
Wait, so you can hear me say, "I'm gonna hit go live."
That's not possible. Did you guys hear Natalie say, "I'm gonna hit go live," and then see her sit down?
Oh my God! Because if that happens, that's not fair.
Okay, I know that you're all here for fantasy football, but first I'm gonna start with this. We've been having a time with technology. You're gonna notice that the framing is different.
The image is grainy.
It's gonna have trouble focusing because our usual nice camera is not communicating well with the Zoom. We don't know what's going on.
Okay, they did not. Did you see us flail our arms?
Did you see that?
Because it showed that I said, so I said, I'm going to hit go live. And then what it showed that you saw was me sitting down even.
What's our latency? I just thought of
No, it's at low latency.
Is it low? Okay.
Yeah.
I don't know.
But it's still weird that it shouldn't show that it's live over here yet then.
Oh my God. We're having a time with technology, guys. Time. It's a very stressful week. Okay.
My camera will not communicate with Zoom appropriately. It's stretching me.
It makes us look really good, but you're not. We look very thin. Anyways, all right. If you are joining us right now because you saw a video that said fantasy football and two pretty girls' faces on it, I just called us pretty because we are. We's pretty. This is us trying to, well, you already know how fantasy football works. I'm trying to learn it. We have a show called.
I knew how fantasy football worked.
We all thought thanks. We have a show called Natalie and Tara Try Stuff, a show in which you try stuff for the first time. We want to do a fantasy football episode, but realized that this is way too much content to actually make a video, and I really didn't want to edit all that footage. So
I created the playlist.
Oh yeah, David. Thank you for the suggestion. So the lazy version of us decided it'd be very on brand to do the least amount of effort, and that would be going live once a week. So that is where we are right now, recapping week 13.
And here are my notes.
Boom.
I didn't write any notes today.
There's some things to talk about. If you're here because you're a normal shusher, we don't do the normal shush things. So join us on Thursday for that kind of stuff.
David said it says a drinking game. Why does it say a drinking game?
Well, before we dive into fantasy football, this weekend, we also have a free live show called A Drinking Game, which is a live stage reading of a cult classic film in which everyone drinks on keywords, including the cast. And then because the cast are pros, they drink when their name is said in a line of dialogue, meaning it turns into one giant.
There's a lot of drinky happening.
Good show. This month's show is Elf. That's going to be this Saturday at 5 p.m. Pacific Standard Time. If you want that link, go to Facebook and look up A Drinking Game. We didn't have time to go get the link for you guys, but it's gonna be a lot of fun. We had rehearsal last night. It went really, really well.
I'm pretty sure you can just go to adrinkinggame.com and get
I always forget about the website. Yeah, adrinkinggame.com. We'll be posting the link and stuff everywhere. Well, not the link, but the way to get free tickets. So join us on Saturday. It's gonna be a blast. And those are secret. They're on Zoom and you can't get to it any other way. So make sure you get the link. Okay.
Yep. Here he is.
This has been a trying week in many ways, and football is one of those things.
Yeah, nothing is working out our way. Although, okay. Not nothing.
Not nothing.
See, it's like things are like bordering on working, and then they don't.
Yeah. Okay, first off, you got here. What we had shush. Was it Thursday? It was Thursday that we had the big sit down conversation that kept going. Remember when we were talking about picking up and dropping him?
Oh yeah, I don't know why you said shush. That's what I got.
Was it Thursday? Because I was connecting the date.
Yeah. That's what these notes are. That's the notes I have. I have the notes that were our huge conversation.
We had a huge, long conversation, and every time I thought we were done selecting things, Natalie's like, "Okay, now we have to talk about kickers." So it was a very long discussion. Yeah. I feel like we made good decisions.
Yeah, I mean, our team has been. I should pull it up. Our team has been injured, and you heard about last week where we had the win ripped away from us by the commissioner. Rude.
I
mean, he's not wrong.
He's not wrong.
However, the whole thing was just a little unfair, all around. And I got my win taken away from me because I was honest.
The problem is we also had the problem of being, we didn't want it being a problem, but we were honest again this week. And I mean, listen.
We, called up our opponent and let them know that their quarterback was on bye and they wanted to fix that. Okay. So here was the breakdown. We needed everything. we needed a new kicker because the Denver kicker situation with their quarterback situation was still a little iffy. So the first part of this conversation was, hey, let's look at kickers. And I had already written down that I wanted Carson, Bass, or Bailey. And before we had our conversation, Jason C. Brown went up and picked up Bailey.
Who is not here right now.
Who we picked up Bass and he got 10 points. So that was a good pickup. We had a quarterback situation. We have I don't know if you remember last week, we picked up Cam Newton, who just was a terrible, horrible, no good, very bad day.
That was a very bad day.
Thank you, David Faith.
Thank you, David.
And thank you, Ed.
Thank you, Ed.
Sympathy Fund.
Thank you. Oh my God, thank you so much.
This has just become a weekly, just like sob story. Anyway,
yes.
So no, but this is let's look at the positives before we talk about the negatives. So positives. So the week before was negative, and we were trying to fix all those negative things.
Yes.
So we had Cam, Lamar, and Ben, and Lamar was still on COVID, and he's supposed to have a game tonight. He should be playing, but like, could we wait on that? Like, could we risk getting 0 points?
Right. That was
no. So we went through and we picked up Tannehill, which was a good move. 32 points from Tannehill.
Yeah,
was projected at 22. Wait, let's high five on that.
Yep.
Not COVID protocol.
But we are in the same household.
So then our next choice was running back, and this one kind of pisses me off a little bit. But we knew we were going to start Chubb.
Yes.
Which 16 points that, we got 16 points out of Chubb. It didn't look good for a minute, but
Yeah. Oh yeah. It was getting dicey.
And then we had Drake, David Johnson, who was coming back, Gaskin, who was coming back from a knee injury. Yeah. And Todd Gurley was not expected to play. So, and Duke Johnson, we still had Duke Johnson as well. And we decided to start Drake.
Yes.
With 10 points. Thank you, Greg Phillips.
Thank you, Greg.
We decided to start Drake, who got us 10 points. He was projected at 7, so that's not bad. But meanwhile, Gaskin and David Johnson both, and they were earlier games, they performed, and we were like, well, God, now we're, now what? So we left 14 points on the bench with Gaskin. Roethlisberger did play, and he got 21 points. So he had a little injury thing next to his name too. Anyway, so 16-10, those are decent. This was the next thing. I got done with that one, and we'd gone through kicker, we'd gone through quarterback, we'd gone through running back at this point. And each time I made Tara research these guys. I mean, it was a long conversation between should we pick up Tannehill or should we pick up Cousins?
Yes,
we made the right choice.
No, we did good. I think
we did okay on the running back. We should have started Gaskin, and that was the one that the expert's choice. But
and at first it was looking like we made the right choice, and then it took a turn.
And then Gurley wasn't supposed to play and did.
Right.
And got 1 point. So I'm glad we didn't start him either. Yeah. So then wide receiver, we had, this one's the one that hurts a little bit. We had some people on bye, and so we had Kupp, Metcalf, and then Crowder and Julio Jones and Robbie Anderson on a bye. Crowder is just so Crowder is a Robbie Anderson at this point. He's just inconsistent. They're not even targeting him.
Yeah.
And we decided not to play. We knew we wanted to start Metcalf. He only got 8 points, but Metcalf's a start.
Right.
Cooper Kupp. We knew we didn't want to start Crowder.
Well, that's the thing, is that Crowder had been just so inconsistent
and he wasn't getting targeted.
Yes, exactly.
So we went hunting and we picked up Davis.
Right. Yes.
Can't remember his first name right now.
Chris Davis.
Clive. We picked up Chris Davis with Tennessee, and we went doubleheader with that. With we're gonna have Chris Davis and we're gonna have Tannehill, and let's just hope for the best.
Yes.
And it worked out really well. We got 24 points out of Davis. I think that's the pickup of the week.
I mean, listen, that was good.
Yeah. Mm-hmm. Although we started Kupp over Crowder, and Crowder got 16
I mean, that's not our fault.
And Julio Jones wasn't supposed to play either.
Oh, and that's also,
he was questionable. It wasn't supposed to play.
He was questionable, but
Yeah, and so he got 9 points on our bench, which was upsetting.
Yeah.
McManus, who we weren't sure about, our kicker, we went and picked up. We kept him because I like McManus. He's good if he's got his quarterbacks there. we picked up Bass and they got the same amount of points. So we won. We got 131 points this week. We were the highest scoring team in the league this week.
Hooray!
Yay! What we needed to happen for playoff picture. We needed my mom to lose. We needed Monkey Trouble to lose twice. And we needed the Chiefs to lose once. That was it. That was it. Because once it comes to ties,
yes,
we outscored everybody but Monkey Trouble. So we can't tie with Monkey Trouble. We have to win. So my mom lost. Tick in the right column.
Sorry, Mom.
Monkey Trouble lost. Tick in the right column. The Chiefs beat Brown Dog. They were projected to lose. The Chefs. I always say the Chiefs.
Yeah.
The Chefs won. And then it's like, well, we need the Chefs to lose just one of their games.
One,
they don't need to lose two of them.
Just one.
But I hadn't looked ahead, and the Chefs are playing Monkey Trouble next week, who we also need to lose 2 games.
Yep.
So no matter what, whoever wins that game beats us.
Yes.
Jason will either have more wins than us. If he doesn't, we're tied and we outrank him.
Right.
Because we have more points on the year. And if Deborah wins, then she has one more win than us, Monkey Trouble. So we are statistically, it's impossible now for us to make the top tier of the playoffs.
Wow.
Yeah, it's very sad.
Like our only hope now is if Jason doesn't win, so at least we're above him.
Yeah, and then we could play.
I mean, that would be.
That's true.
If we're hoping for anything,
we would hope for Jason to lose.
I love you, Jason C. Brown. But
and then also if Deborah wins and makes it to the play, Deborah is so we had this conversation back and forth with Jason. Tara our text threads are our favorite part of this.
Oh my God,
of this
great.
season.
Go ahead. While you're looking that up, real quick, just if you're just not joining us, yes, you're going to notice that the camera is having focus issues because we've been having tech issues today, and our camera doesn't want to play, so we're having to use a webcam that doesn't do well with 2 people. So if you're seeing that, sorry about that. We're gonna have tech problems.
Definitely not supposed to be that far away.
We're being thirsty. Yeah, no, it's having a time.
Also, I don't know that we even unsmudged it.
Like, I don't think we did. I didn't even look at that.
It's the world we're in.
That's just what's happening right now.
So this is the conversation we had with Jason Z. Brown yesterday.
Oh my God, so good.
It goes, Tara said, cough, cough, we determined we need you to lose 1 game. And he says, look like you're going to be high scorer of the week. And she says, yes, but this is playoff math. And I said, we need a perfect storm to still possibly make the playoffs. And you are being a fly in the ointment, Hans. And he says, I love to play spoiler. And then it's just all gifts from Die Hard.
Gift, yeah.
And then she says, what happened to you as a person in life that you take joy out of being a spoiler? Who hurt you, Jason? I need names. And Jason says, it's the underdog in me. And I yelled, we are the underdog. He says, no, because I can still make the playoffs. The underdog is me. I said, we can still make the playoffs. If you lose and we win both our games and my mom loses her game and Deb loses both her games, so we are the underdog.
Series of events that we need to have happen. Oh
and then there was like a little back and forth of maybe or maybe it wouldn't work. He was winning by a considerable amount. It's not that he was winning, but also Brown Dog just was not performing. And that's the number 2 team in the league. They're just having a bad week.
Yeah. And we're up against Brown Dog next week, right? Believe so.
I think that's right.
Yeah.
Yeah, because we follow Jason in the.
That's right. Yeah, that's right.
And Jason's running back wasn't even playing like through half of the game.
Yeah.
So there was a chance that he was going to lose, but
we had a window.
He did not. And then I realized that he was playing Monkey Trouble next week. And that's when I was like, oh, nope, it's all just.
Bye, Greg. Sorry.
It's over for us. It's over.
We're not going to make the top tier playoffs. I mean, we will do the playoff experience still, which will be nice for me, but it's. Go ahead.
I didn't even finish your sentence.
Oh, no.
Nope.
You had a thought. No, I saw.
Oh, I was going to say, because the reason I told that whole story was for the underdog thing.
Mm-hmm.
The true underdog in this league is Monkey Trouble. Monkey Trouble. My sister Deborah, she's been in the league since the beginning. And half the time has been deployed while trying to do this, and and it makes it much harder for her to keep up with her team. Deborah has been at the bottom tier of our league like pretty consistently. So now, if Deborah makes the playoffs, like we want Deborah to go all the way. Even though I have investment in the Lemurs, who are number 1 in the league right now.
Right.
I would much rather Monkey Trouble have a giant win. And that's also, she beat us by 200 points one day.
She had a monster week.
She had
that was crazy.
The 3rd highest scoring game in league history one week.
Yeah. So if we have any druthers at this juncture, and it's not us winning everything, It's that
We can't win everything.
We can't win everything. So here's what we're all rooting for.
I even looked in like the case of a tie. If they tie,
you really went deep on this.
I'm not sure. I think if Deborah and Jason tie, there might be a chance we make the playoffs. I don't think so. I think they still have.
Okay.
I think they have a half a win more than we do then instead of a half a loss.
Oh, I see.
Mm-hmm.
All right. So at this juncture in at week 13, our druthers are, we would like Jason to lose next week. Everyone cheer for that. Not that I want him. No, who's he up against?
Deborah.
We want Deborah. Oh, of course. We want Deborah to win next week. We want Deborah to win everything. So that's kind of what we're rooting for now. And that way we would play Jason in the playoffs, right?
Not necessarily.
Oh.
I don't know how that would shake out the bottom tier. What ends up happening is like, so the way playoffs brackets work often is like the first place plays the lowest tier that made it in. So like number 1's going to play number 4. So Lemur, that's why when Jason was asking if he makes the playoff, who's he's playing,
right?
He'd be at the bottom tier. So whoever
he'd be
he or Deborah,
so he'd be playing the top.
He or Deborah are going to end up playing
the Lemurs first.
Which is going to be a hard matchup. The Lemurs are on a tear always.
So I think that the epic conclusion for this plot line, because that's what we would be doing if we were editing this, is if Jason is playing us in the playoffs and Deborah wins everything. That's the version of this movie we all want.
Yeah, that's the Disney movie.
That's the Disney version. We play Jason, we win. That's the end of that storyline. That's the B storyline now, because now the A storyline has become Deborah.
But this is much more not a Disney movie and more like Crash.
It really is.
I mean, if this is anything 2020, like
this is Lost, and it's been going on for forever, and it just keeps getting worse plot wise. And whatever happened to the smoke monster? Like what's happening with that?
I've never seen a single episode of Lost.
Oh, okay. You're lost.
I just never,
You're lost on Lost.
I never made it. And then it was like too late to start, and then it ended. And then,
it's better that you didn't join the rest of us in thinking that they had any idea what it's like Game of Thrones. You start out with all these high hopes, and then the last season you're like, really? That's what you're leaving me with? Yeah. I guess I'm just gonna have to change my Christmas party from now on to something else entirely.
So, yeah,
it's over.
But like what?
I know. What do I think? No, I had this idea. I thought if I did a 1950s Christmas party,
that'd be fun every year. I'll bring a Jello
molds. Yeah, 1950s decorations and stuff. Everyone dressed up in like your 1950s-esque best.
Oh my god, I would.
That'd be fun.
That'd be so much fun.
I might start doing that. Actually. Yeah, I think I'm going to start doing that next year. Anyways, all right. Okay. So that's what's going on in our fantasy football world. What's happening next week? We're playing Brown Dog.
Yeah, and that's the last game of the season.
And that's the last.
And then there's 2 playoffs.
And then there's the playoffs.
So that means we only have to do this 3 more times.
Oh Lord, it's been quite the adventure. I don't know if we'll do this again next year. We will discuss it when the season comes around.
Definitely changing our name.
Definitely changing
and our
name
logo.
And the logo for sure. Anyways, all right. So we're gonna make some choices about next week. I would say your advice is welcome, but it's not at this point.
Oh yeah, I haven't even looked at what our stuff is next week. I mean, the thing is, look at this. We don't have that many injuries anymore. Like guys, we're peaking right now. Like all of our players are doing all of the things.
The running joke has been what players do we not want to injure? Let's not play them because we're cursed.
A week too long for us. If we would have come out of this last week, we would have been in control of our own destiny. Like if Cam Newton hadn't screwed us over and that kicking situation, that kicker is going to be the reason we don't make the playoffs.
Oh, that's true. It's all Cam.
No, well, Cam. I mean, we can blame Cam, but I'm sorry. The kicker is the kicker.
Yes.
The kicker, changing that kicker out, us losing that game is the difference of us making the playoffs. I regret being honest about the kicker situation now.
That's right.
I hate the commissioner who is not here, whose name is Justin. I dislike my mother, who we beat.
Everyone's on notice, apparently.
Who we beat technically, and then not technically.
I'm looking forward to Super Bowl because I think I'm going to enjoy it so much more than just the food, though I am really excited about the food. That's the only thing I ever really am happy about with Super Bowls. But I will kind of understand what's going on. Okay, we should go.
Yeah, we've done our obligatory 20 minutes.
I ran out of my steam.
We had to film.
All right. Yeah, we got to go film. Okay. So if you're joining us again, this is our fantasy football talk. Not a shush, not a usual thing. So join us again next week for the wrap up on week 14. We'll keep you posted on what's going on. If you're a normal shusher, join us on Thursday. That's when normal shush will be back up and running at noon.
And hopefully our
Pacific Standard
camera
Time.
situation will be solved.
And then again, as a reminder, the name is A Drinking Game because we do have a drinking game coming up this Saturday, this month. It's Elf. It's going to be a lot of fun. Look up adrinkinggame.com for free tickets. And that's kind of it. We're going to go film some nail content.
I really can't stay. I'm going to hit this button.
Ooh. Keep singing. Sing it out.
Ending stream.
Bye.